Hello and welcome to the Pixels Without Borders podcast, episode 18. I'm Joe, aka Comatose, and I'm joined by my two co-hosts, Brian. How's it going?
Hello, everybody.
And Chris, aka Little Dop. What's it going?
Sticky keys.
And we also have two returning guests from Terror-Byte Gaming. We got Zeit.
Hello.
See, I got your name right this time.
Yeah, you got it right
I got
this
your
time.
name right this time.
Yeah.
And we got Steve-O. How's it going,
Blue
guys?
Peter badge.
What's up?
Yes, you better give me something for getting the name right, damn it.
Fuck off. Shit.
Shite.
So, honestly, these guys are pretty cool. They're on our... Steve-O's
No, they're
been on
not.
two. He's been on... Well, fuck you then. I think they're cool. Anyway, Steve-O's been on the Tangent episode with Zeit, and he's also been on our E3
Special.
episode. So it was good. Nice to have you
Tangents
get
was
it back. This was, and this honestly has the has the ability to be even larger than that one. But without further ado, let's just get into the topic. This is just get into the topics.
Do it.
First up, we all know that Marvel's making a bunch of crazy changes to their comics, and the first up being Thor is now a woman. So, according to some people, Thor is technically a Disney princess.
Oh yeah.
By Disney logic, yes.
But
Because Disney-
through the acts
yeah.
and sing songs.
To
Because
be honest,
Disney owns Marvel. Yeah, go on.
To be honest, even if Thor is listed as a Disney princess, who gives a fuck? I mean, really.
Whenever
Who
I heard
cares?
about the whole,
He was a
Well,
girl
thing,
anyway.
I thought they were gonna bring out like a Valkyrie movie or something, or a Sif dedicated one. Not-
Honestly, out of all the changes, this is like the one I think is the least. The one I can handle the most out of it, because some of the other stuff is just complete bullshit.
It's Marvel forcing a complete shuffle that is not going in the right direction. And I think this is also pressure from outside groups like, oh, there's not enough women characters in comics.
What do you call that feminist bitch on Tumblr?
Oh, fucking what one?
Lil Femme, whatever.
Which one?
Tumblr.
Is there that many on Tumblr?
Yeah, there
And-
is.
I don't use
Does that
Tumblr.
mean-
I'm not hip.
Yeah,
I'm not cool. I use it.
But in all honesty, it's not changing his gender. It's changing the character. As Thor's power is no longer in him. Apparently, he takes off Odin, and Odin takes power and puts it in the hammer. So whoever controls Mjolnir is Thor. So Thor is now unworthy of controlling the hammer, and some woman takes up the hammer. And I
So
don't know,
basically,
but it could
she's
be
told
interesting.
Thor to fix a shelf to the wall. She's got sick of waiting, so she's picked up the hammer and done it herself.
Yep.
Yeah, she's fucking.
But then again, technically, it's not
Don't s-
Thor. Then see why people say it. Oh, Thor is now a Disney princess, but it's not Thor.
Well, no, unless they rename,
Whoever-
like, she gets some sort of, like,
Varina.
fucking ceremony to
Whoever-
rename her Thor.
According to the line, whoever holds the hammer is Thor.
So we
Thor's
could get
good.
Barry
The-
Burton
the
from
one who-
Resident Evil.
You're paraphrasing that?
Yeah. You gotta
Fucking
be
Barry Burton.
worthy to use the hammer's power. But apparently, the current Thor is getting a spin-off series called The Unworthy Thor.
Is that
Or
where he
something
actually
like
pretends to be a
that.
doctor?
You're
Maybe.
not Thor. You're Chris Hemsworth. That's Thor, the chick. What?
I mean, this is one of many shuffles that Marvel is making, where I think it's the wrong decision with things, but I guess they're like you guys are saying, it's an outward forces pissing doesn't really need to fix, and with DC's New 52 kind of thing, where honestly I think DC's actually going in a really good direction, and this with Marvel is just fucked up. But that's going into a different story. Move on to the next topic. We'll get into rumors and announcements and about games and shit like that. One of the games I've been wanting to play for a real long time is Pure Solar. I was never got into the Kickstarter, never able to get one of the cartridges, and I was really excited to hear that the HD collection is coming out. They're making a version of it for Dreamcast, and it's supposed to be coming out on 360, PS3, and Wii U and 3DS.
Why no
I'm sure
PC?
Yep.
Oh,
It is getting a Steam release. I'm
yeah,
sure
it's
it
getting
is.
greenlit. I forgot that till you just said it. It is greenlit on Steam, but it's been delayed. And they had no news on it for months and months, and it was supposed to come out like the end of April. And the reason why they delayed it is because Microsoft rejected the game due to what the update describes as game's internal requirements. That's all this update says. So they're holding off on submitting the game to Sony or Nintendo until they fix whatever the issues Microsoft had with the game.
This is Microsoft. What issues aren't they having? Oh, it's not a console exclusive. We don't want that. Go away.
Yeah, and exactly. There's no fucking reason why they shouldn't be able to.
Well, all I say is, if Microsoft have got a fucking problem with it, don't put it on a Microsoft console. Fuck them.
Put it off and then just release it on everything else.
Exactly. Just release it on everything else, and if Microsoft gets butthurt about it, fuck them.
I mean, with PS Solar anyway, I have played. Someone did actually release a cracked emulated version of the full game, but it's a pain in the arse to try and play and constantly run. So I played it for like the first 2-3 hours just to have a taste of the game, and it is a nice little RPG. But in terms of the platforms that I will support it on, it's going to be Wii U, DS, Steam, and
It'd be nice
PS4.
on the DS.
Or even Vita.
If it's on Vita, I'll probably support it on Wii U, Vita, 3DS, and Steam eventually. But the first one I'm going to get it on is Wii U.
That style of RPG lends itself really well to Nintendo's handhelds, I think. Like, because it just screams like Golden Sun to me.
Golden Sun is amazing.
It's combat style. You can actually download like a demo that you can play on an emulator legally. What Watermelon Company have said, like you can use this to play an emulator to check the game out.
Oh, just a demo almost.
Yeah, it's I can't remember how long the demo is now. I played it when it was first announced. Back in 2007, 2008, something like that. And like you play it like around in the first village, you go into a dungeon, you have a bit of a battle system, you play with battle system, and it's quite similar to the Luna series in terms of how the battle mechanics work.
Pretty cool.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to playing the full game officially when it comes out.
I can't wait for the full game.
Yeah, definitely. I think any RPG fan who never got a physical copy is looking forward to this.
I might give it a go if it's on Steam.
It'll definitely be on Steam, and I think it'll sell quite well.
It's greenlit on Steam according to the article, so
yeah,
it's gonna be pretty cool. All right, there's a lot of news coming from Naughty Dog recently in general, and a lot of it's going to be covered eventually in this podcast. But Naughty Dog opened.
Fucking sighing. They're either sighing or wanking, or both.
Both.
It's a disappointing wank.
Fuck Naughty Dog. I can't be arsed with it at the moment.
Naughty Dog opened to a new Crash Bandicoot, but maybe not. But may not be the right time.
It's always the right time.
But did they say someone else could have done that a while back? Do a Crash Bandicoot game and then just took the piss?
I think so. I can't remember exactly.
It was announced a while ago that the Crash Bandicoot game would be made by someone, a different developer. I can't remember who it was now.
Well, I Naughty Dog were going to outsource it to someone else.
Well, it's already been outsourced to somebody else because you had Crash Bandicoot 1, 2, and 3, which were Naughty Dog, Crash Team Racing, and then after that you've had stuff like Crash, Mind Over Mutant and Crash of the Titans was Radical Entertainment, Twinsanity and Wrath of Cortex was Traveller's Tales.
That's true.
So, I mean, it's time that they should pick it back up, because let's face it, they dumped it to work on Jack, and that was one of the worst things they've ever did. It's also really good, but it's also really bad, because Jack was good, Crash Bandicoot was good, as soon as it went to some other company, Crash Bandicoot became shite. It needs fixed.
Yeah, what they should do, Naughty Dog, is take up Crash Bandicoot and remake it as an old Crash Bandicoot game,
Well,
but with just really nice visuals. I'd be
Well,
happy with that.
we already
So
have a
just an
company doing.
HD release?
No, I reckon it should be completely redone. Like what? New and Tasty. Oddworld Inhabitants have took New and Tasty, gave it to a third-party company, which is trustworthy. I think it's Just Add Water, and what they've done with it is insane. So why that can't happen with Crash Bandicoot, I don't know.
That's Naughty Dog.
There's nothing wrong with Naughty Dog. You just have something against Naughty Dog. You don't like Crash. Get out of here.
It's not Dark Souls, so he's not interested.
Oh, let's
No.
make a HD master version of Last of Us.
I gotta honestly say, I never really played. I played the first 2 Crashes. I liked them, but I never really played any of the others after that.
Crash Bandicoot 3 was not too bad, but Crash Wrath of Cortex wasn't too bad, but everything after that was just
I like
a bit.
Wrath of Cortex in the first one.
Yeah.
Which one did I put? What's the one where it changes into a big, like, meaty Crash, where it looks like he's been weightlifting for 6 years? Is that Mind Over Mutant?
Yep, I think so.
Yeah.
Either that or Crash of the Titans.
Either way,
It's
it was terrible when I played the demo.
Their version of Sonic Unleashed.
Yeah, that's basically what it was. It was just fucking horrible. Oh, honestly,
Okay.
We're not going to dwell on Crash for too long.
Yeah. Next, Harmonix is gauging interest in a new Rock Band game.
No.
no, don't say no. I like my rock
Just
band.
no.
Yeah, just
So
no.
apparently, they put out a survey to people asking how often do they still play any of the rock bands, how often do they purchase new songs, and how many functioning instrument peripherals do they still own. The survey also asks how likely, what system would they be interested in, PS4, Xbox One, or Wii U, for a new Rock Band game. I never played Rock Band. I played Guitar Hero.
Yeah, I play Guitar Hero.
I'd just be happy to just get a new rock band, because personally, between Rock Band and Guitar Hero,
What was that other one?
Rocksmith.
That's the one.
Yeah, that was a strange one.
One with the actual guitar.
Yeah,
Lego
that
Rock Band.
I don't know, with Rock Band, personally, just the general like UI design and things like that, it seemed a bit more, I don't know, like sophisticated next to Guitar Hero.
I thought the Guitar Hero guitars were more responsive compared to the rest
Yeah,
of the ones.
It's a party game, and we need one for this generation. Because let's face it, what are we going to do when we're
DJ
absolutely
Hero.
wasted and we need? Oh God, no! I played DJ Hero
no,
Mod Grunt once and I hated it.
Yeah, what about like a gent
fucking-
version where you just get one button on the guitar? I've seen people making mock-up ones and they're pretty cool.
Telling you, I'm going to wait till I get Ukulele Hero. Otherwise, I'm not
Ukulele Hero, man. That would be
Ukulele
badass.
Hero
Banjo Hero.
comes with a free grass skirt.
What about,
Connect sensor better.
That'd be a
Okay.
collector's edition, that.
No, I mean, you are right. We do need a party game for this generation. That shit that they showed at fucking E3, that Just Dance with your mobile.
I would.
No.
Right.
God, that was
No.
so fucking.
See, I
choreographed.
watched that, and immediately when they said, like flawless connection or something along that words, I was like, no, you can't make a claim like that and not back it up, because Just Dance, guy, I'm not interested in the series unless I've had a few pints. So I don't know. We need
I
something
like-
that isn't waggling about like a fanny.
I like the concept of the DS version,
Mm.
the Guitar Hero. Never actually
Yeah.
tried it though.
The DS Guitar Hero was alright, but it suffered from horrible lag when it comes to
Fucking sponge cake!
when it comes to like expert versions of songs, where it were like really fast note
Yeah.
presses. It suffered from horrible lag.
The screens aren't designed to handle that.
I'm sorry, I had
it
to reference.
Just couldn't keep up.
I had to reference the commercial.
But yeah, I mean, I'd be happy to see a new generation rock band. To be honest, don't even need the new instruments; just need to carry on using the old ones. If people want to bring, if they want to bring out new instruments, then so be it.
Well, would they be able to connect those? Well, I mean, if they are USB, never mind. I'll shut up now.
Well, I mean, on the 360, I very much doubt it because they're natively wireless to the 360. But with PS3, you had to use a wireless receiver.
Oh yeah, the USB thing, wasn't it?
Yeah. So I can't see why it wouldn't on a Sony platform. It'd just be
Bluetooth.
it'd just be a patch fix to use a PS3 device.
And you could always punch it.
Yeah, punch it. That always works.
That shit totally works.
That's like the fix for everything. If anybody's got an Xbox One, punch it. It'll make you enjoy the console.
And then cry after you realise how much it cost.
Yeah. Oh, honestly, but yeah, I'd be happy with a new Rock Band, to be honest. I enjoy my music and rhythm games anyway, so I don't know. I suppose you could say I'm biased towards that sort of genre of game.
I haven't played a guitar-based game since, was it World Tour?
Fucking hell, it's a long time.
Yeah, I don't play console games, man.
PC mustard rice.
Yeah, right.
Mustard rice. Long live the mustard rice. There you go. Yeah. Well, next up, Tekken 7 was announced at Evo 2014.
Fucking pointless.
Well, it's got to be nice in the Unreal Engine 4, so.
Oh, it's nice that they're releasing a Tekken 7. They had no reason to announce it at Evo. It was obvious that we were going to get a Tekken 7.
Quite funny how it got leaked before then as well.
Yeah, fucking IGN. Well done, fuckheads. Leak it like nearly a day before it's announced.
Does it not make more sense to announce it at a... What, this Evo looks like a fighting game tournament, so would it not make more sense to release... So why does it not make sense to release a fighting game at a fucking tournament for that sort of thing, as opposed to releasing it at something else?
That doesn't say it didn't make sense, it's just it didn't need to be done.
I'll say it didn't need to be done at Evo because it was... Tekken is one of those things where it's going to be released every couple of years without fail, whether the fans want it or not. It's going to happen. What I wanted to see and what other fans wanted to see was because when Street Fighter Cross Tekken got released, Namco were working on a Tekken Cross Street Fighter, and they were both going to be released at the same time. One were going to play like Tekken, one plays like Street Fighter.
Have everything, Jesus Christ!
But it never happened. The only thing that we got was a render of Ryu what he'd look like in the Tekken engine at the time. I think it was the Tekken 6 engine or the Tekken 5 Dark Resurrection engine.
Yeah, I'm going to be quite skeptical about that because Namco and Bandai, I don't know, the air quality's been slipping severely.
Well, at least Namco and Bandai's bringing out Tales of Hearts R for the Vita, and
Be nice if I owned a Vita.
Well,
it's not my fault that you don't own a Vita.
Get up off your ass and buy one. Go and borrow Odin's.
Yeah, get the ferry over and borrow my Vita.
The price of the ferry, or getting it and getting it back to you? Nah,
you could buy two for the price of the ferry. I could buy two.
I mean, yeah, Tekken 7. I'll play it. I'll look forward to it. I like Tekken, but I don't know. It just seems a bit of a waste announcement, like something that didn't need to happen.
It wasn't a big deal because, like you said, they know it's coming. It's going to. It's inevitable. It's like clockwork.
It's like engine, though. I think that was the more important part of that announcement, as opposed to another Tekken game.
Yeah, the fact that it's using Unreal 4 engine. I mean, I don't know. I can't get excited from Unreal 4 engine yet, just because I've not experienced it. I'm not.
I'll tell you what it is. It's Unreal.
You don't fucking say.
But
always define the best name.
I mean, it's. I don't know. I can't. comment properly on it because, as I said, I ain't experienced the Unreal 4 engine yet. Whether that makes it exciting, but the Unreal Engine is just a graphic engine. It's not a gameplay engine.
Yeah.
But
So
every game needs a good graphics engine.
it does, but do fighting games need to look outstanding?
Depends
Not
on
really.
what it is.
It's
Oh.
basically just
look
to
at
show
Street
off
Fighter.
hardware.
Well, yeah, you can use it to show off hardware, and Tekken always has been graphically nice in terms of the fighting game.
It's always been a hit. Well, Mortal Kombat has always been quite nice as well because it
I
actually
think-
did have live action. So
I think another important thing to note about Unreal 4 is it's going to be native to a lot more platforms. Unreal 3 was sort of Android, Windows, Mac, and Linux, whereas Unreal 4,
yeah, they've
it's
got it
just an
running
engine
in a
that covers
browser
everything.
and
yeah,
fucking everything, aren't they?
I've got the list here: Windows, Mac, Linux, Android, iOS, PS4, Xbox One, and anything else you want to throw in. It's cover everything.
Yeah, there's just a problem with that list. They need to cross off iOS.
yeah,
Stop development for iOS and concentrate on others.
Cut out Mac while we're there. No one knows a Mac.
I just don't want to be one of those guys that has like the Razer fight stick setup. You know,
Oh wow, yeah. Hey guys, I'm really good at this. I've got a Razer product. No,
fucking USB fight sticks in general. Nah.
fucking Razer in general.
I was gonna buy a Razer mouse until I saw the price, and I was just like, no, I can buy a better mouse for a third of that price.
Yeah, like Tesoro, Perex, Mad Cats. Take a pick.
Tech Smart.
I
You Tech
need
Smart, yeah.
Yeah, the Venus is quite a good mouse.
For
I need a
MMO
new mouse
gamers, yeah.
actually. I've been using the same Logitech mouse for the past 10 years.
Oh,
You don't think it's time you should put it down and get a
that
new
thing
one?
that had like a DPI of about 4.
Nah, what was the DPI on it? Nah, I think it was something like
Nail
18.
base.
1800 or something.
I think no 18.
No, not 18. Fucking ass face. I just remember that it was when I was heavily into PC gaming. I completely fucked off console gaming by this point, and I bought this mouse and it cost me, I think it was £70.
It's about average for a decent gaming mouse nowadays.
And
You pay any more than that, you should be slapped.
it's only just starting to not fail on me, but like the buttons are just
Done.
strained over the years.
Mm.
So
How did we get from Tekken to this?
engines,
Tangents, baby.
iOS.
You
your
complained
fault,
about
Sid.
iOS. I was only going on about the engine, so you can't fucking blame me.
I'm fucking blaming you, shite.
Oh,
Right.
fucking come on then.
Right.
I'll be fucking waiting for you with my phone.
With
Your
your
phone.
Logitech brick.
Do iOS.
Yeah, I'll be wait. I'm using fucking iOS at the minute. It's depressing
Why did you want to fucking cut support for it then?
because I'm using it not through choice.
It don't fucking matter. Anywho.
Anywho,
Anywho, Ubisoft reconfirms a fall 2014 release for Watch Dogs on the Wii U.
They're fucking idiots. They should have released it back then.
can the Wii U handle that kind of graphics? I'm not sure.
I say it can not to the level of the PS4 and Xbox One.
But higher than 360 and PS3.
Yeah, but not as good as
Slightly.
PC.
I have more features though, isn't it, with the touchpad?
Well, yeah, because
Shut up
Yeah,
with
it's
the
gonna
PC
have-
shit.
wasn't there
What's that,
recently
guys?
found like some sort of feature or whatever that was hidden in the game's code for higher graphics?
Yeah, basically
As a patch.
they'd found
Yeah.
everything what they'd shown at E3, just like tucked away within the game's code, and it was just a case of changing a few variables. And oh look, you've got the graphics they originally showed at E3.
As lighting and shaders and all that carry on.
Yeah, the lighting, the shaders, textures, more AI walking the streets, and more traffic and things like that, like to make it look like a real bustling city.
They downscaled it or so it didn't show up was it air quotes next gen?
Yeah, something like that. They basically said we had to remove those extra things because of performance issues. I can understand that with consoles.
Telling you, it's an anti-PC conspiracy.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
Let me get my tinfoil hat here.
But things like that, they shouldn't be removed from PC versions at all.
They'll always be found out though, and there'll always be patches and mods made so they can try and take it away.
Well, that's it. That's. I
One
suppose
thing
that's
about the PC community, they're quite enterprising about that sort of thing.
Like Ice Enhanced for GTA 4, like it looks better than Watch Dogs on release.
Yeah, it does. But Watch Dogs on the Wii U, I'd be interested just to see what touchscreen capabilities there are in terms of.
You were talking about that sort of, what was that thing for the phones?
Yeah, the CTOS app.
What if that was to run on the Wii U touchscreen?
Yeah, they could have. I don't know. They could have some form of exclusive link up with the CTOS app, Watch Dogs, and something else like if somebody's hacking you, you've got your Pro controller and you've got your gamepad controller in front of you, and you could, I don't know, see what they are doing in advance, or.
And if you don't like what they're doing, you can make them see Mario.
I think it can make it see Mario. I honestly think it'd probably be another thing where you can have that app probably on the gamepad, and you could have a secondary player in the room with you fucking about with it to fuck you over.
Yeah, that'd be perfect. Just like New Super Mario Brothers U, you can have you can have somebody helping you or fucking you over while playing it.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be interesting to see what it does on Wii U. What it'll look like, to be honest, I'm not really bothered. I played it on 360.
Like it was drawn in crayon.
That'd look
You
awesome.
really don't like the Wii U, do you?
I give up on Nintendo, man.
Well, there's some good games coming out for it. I mean, I'm really excited to actually play Hyrule Warriors. That looks like it's going to be pretty awesome.
Oh yeah, that's true. And what's that other one? The Wool Yoshi thing?
Yoshi's Woolly World. That looks
I mean, and then, you know, obviously there's Smash Bros. And there's Bayonetta 2, and then the new Zelda coming out next year.
No one cares about them. We've got Yoshi's Woolly World. We're happy. We're sated.
But according to this article, it's going to be largely based on the PS3 and 360 versions.
Just as long as graphically it's not
graphics.
Just as long as it's not based on those graphically. Now, I'm not a person that says graphics make a game, but
they do help.
They do help. I will admit they do help. And if they just literally just say, here's the 360 PS3 version on Wii U, it's gonna look like shit.
If you're gonna be one of those people that say graphics don't matter, go play Zork.
Yeah.
Zork's amazing.
I don't see. The problem in Nintendo's hardware is it is not fully utilized. Like some of the graphics on GameCube games, for example, were amazing.
Yeah, they were, and they still are today.
Yeah, the hardware needs to be appropriately utilized by developers. But because it's Nintendo, it's designed to be child-proof, and that sort of market, it suffers for it.
Yeah, that is a massive problem with Nintendo hardware. I mean, look at, for example, like the Wii and the emulator that came out for it, Dolphin. It shows what a Wii could have been if it had that little bit more powerful hardware. Games running at 1080p with higher resolution textures and things like that. It's if they just put a bit more horsepower into the Wii, for example, it could have competed graphically with 360 and PS3 easily.
It was already capable of competing though with games like with that Metroid one that was on it. It's the developers not utilizing what it's got fully under the basis of it's a Nintendo console.
It's down to the developers at the end of the day.
Well, I just hope they don't fuck Watch Dogs up. I really don't.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, definitely fingers crossed. Now, talking of something being crossed, it's going to be my ass and my toes. Oh, Fatal Frame coming to Wii U.
Yes,
Oh,
Fatal
yeah.
Frame coming to the Wii U. Unfortunately, as of right now, it is only set for release in Japan. There is,
No, stop
however,
it. Stop it.
That'll not stop me.
There is, however, a petition running around to get Nintendo to bring the game to UK and the States.
Oh, hopefully it does. I mean, Fatal Frame, those games were amazing.
Well, we never got Fatal Frame 3, if I'm not mistaken. The Tormented, the third was...
I thought it was
never
4,
really-
you didn't get...
It was released on PSN as a PlayStation 2 Classic in October, supposedly? That happened.
I believe so.
Yep.
But we never got a physical. There's also a movie being made in Japan now of Fatal
Another
Frame.
movie.
Oh, see, they do horror
Another
films,
movie.
right?
Yeah. I don't know. Like,
But-
Fatal Frame would definitely, like, as a horror gamer, is like, it's good that they're bringing it back, but because it is a new iteration of an old franchise, I'm skeptical.
I
Yeah.
think if they, I don't like with Zombie U, for example, when you're looking round with your special like camera torch thing, where you move the gamepad around to look around, and you can't see the TV screen if you're really immersed in the game, or if you're lazy and just use the analog sticks.
Hmm.
But if you're immersed in the game and want to use all the features what the game offers, Fatal Frame could be amazing. Headphones in the Wii U pad, just turning around on the on your chair or whatever, and you just hear something behind you. Oh, fuck that shit! I'll be
You
playing
need
this game on
the
the toilet.
7.1 for that.
Well, the gamepad does output in, I think it outputs in 5.1.
Sort of.
If you've got, obviously the correct hardware to use it with. But
Is that digital surround?
I think so.
I think it is digital sound.
The only game that I know that uses it is Monster Hunter. That's the only game that I know that uses it. I'm not sure if others use it, and it doesn't like say, well, we use the surround sound. But yeah, I'm really hoping it gets a European release for Fatal Frame. US, go fuck yourselves. Don't bother about you.
Fuck you.
No, you Canadian, you alright.
I can't help but feel that might have been a little bit targeted there.
Targeted, what do you mean?
Oh. Well, you wouldn't do such a thing.
I don't target things, Zeit,
Chris is
you
innocent.
knobhead.
Hang on, who's Canadian?
Zeit's an asshole.
Is there a Canadian here?
No.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, Joe.
Oh,
I'm not
really?
kidding. No, it's
With your
so it
beady
goes-
eyes and floppy head.
It really goes. What are you talking about?
A boot.
What are you talking about? It really goes back. It goes back to a joke. Actually, I'd end up
South Park
playing.
movie?
Yes, that's not a South Park movie. No, it goes back to a couple of years ago. I was playing EDF 25. They came out this year, Joth. Insect Armageddon with my buddy Liam the Donovan Viper and Adam Agro. We were playing to like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning your guys' time, and he tweeted about it, said that he was kept up by a Canadian and an American, and apparently I was Canadian. Yeah, and we've never let that die. So I was like, yeah, the joke is that Canada just annexed Indiana, and only Indiana.
It did. Did you not get the
Yeah.
tweet blast?
I didn't get the memo, no. Or the celebratory greetings fruit basket or whatever the fuck.
That's why Justin Bieber's moving in next door to you.
Fuck that! I'll go murder him right now.
Speaking of murdering, what's next, Joe?
Next is the new Doom is a reimagining of the original.
Hell yeah.
It's just titled Doom instead of being Doom 4. It's going to have multiplayer as well, which that's going to be pretty kick-ass.
That was like the original LAN game.
Yeah, the original Doom LAN game was amazing. I remember, I played it on PC and then I remember playing it on PS1. Two big ass CRT TVs back to back with the
Dude, that shit was
PS1
on
link
DOS.
cable. Yep.
I've seen the teaser trailer for it and it looks intense. One of our
Yeah.
admins from 37th PC Mods, he was actually at
No,
QuakeCon, the bastard.
I just felt sorry for them when they presented it and they got booed off. What did
That
they
was
get booed off
Microsoft.
oh, were it Microsoft that got booed off the stage?
Dude, Doom wouldn't be put off that stage, no way. It was
Wait.
Microsoft.
Oh, that
was
was it.
I was
Xbox
reading it
Live.
here that it says the game is set to release on PC and then Xbox One and PS4. But I got Wolfenstein: The New Order, and I got signed up for the beta on my 360. And I had the option on the site to play the beta on PS3. So what the fuck? Did they just get something screwed up in this interview, or no? You play the beta on 360, but you can't actually play the game.
No, I reckon it'll be the same thing as Titanfall. They're gonna outsource the actual game to last gen, but the main company ID themselves, they're gonna concentrate on like current gen hardware. I think that's what it'll be with Doom anyway.
Well, I've got my Doom beta here, but I don't know. Where do you redeem it? Or is it too late?
You can still redeem it up to the point that it's going to be released.
Ah.
You have to go to the website and then you type in, the code and then what system. System,
Hang on while
PC,
I go and do
whatever.
that. Because I picked up the Occupied edition of Wolfenstein.
Wasn't that the version that came with everything but game and it was like $200 or some bullshit?
No?
I swear there was a game version of the game, the collector's
There's the one that
edition.
came with like the postcards and shit.
Oh, okay. Wasn't there a version though that was a collector's that didn't come with the game? It just came with a figure and a bunch of extra shit, collectible shit, but no game.
Sounds like something Bethesda would do.
Yeah. Fuck you, Bethesda. Where's my Fallout 4?
Living the dream.
Ah, there's my Doom key.
It'll come eventually, but it'll probably be more towards the middle of the new consoles instead of the beginning.
Not in real lifetime, it won't.
It'll come when PS4 and Xbox One's starting to be outdated, and then they'll release it on PS3.
And then do a HD version of it.
Yeah, they'll still release it on last gen hardware to release release a HD version on last gen hardware, and then they'll do a 4K edition on current gen hardware. Because that's what it's going to be, like next generation things. They're going to be 4K editions or some shit.
Let's just start bringing back original Xbox games.
In
Remix.
4K, grabbed by the ghoulies, 4K edition. That
I'd
game
pay
was
for
hype.
that.
I enjoyed that game.
Mm.
Or even a HD version of Deadhead Fred. That game were hilarious. Oh man. What's next, Joe? What's next?
What's next? I'm actually changing one of the things around. I'm bringing this story up. The Last of Us definitely not to receive any more single-player DLC. Which I think is a shame, because they could, maybe put one more out there and make another unique little story about it. But, that's what the sequels are going to be for, I guess.
Yeah.
They are going to be doing more multiplayer maps, which is pretty neat, but... Yeah.
I mean, the multiplayer in Last of Us is outstanding, and it's underplayed and underrated, to be honest, in terms of like popular multiplayer games, because personally it's probably the best multiplayer game I've played I say this generation, I mean PS3.
But it's also this
360
generation.
Yeah, may as well, because it's coming to PS4 anyway, and as long as it still feels the same, It is an amazing multiplayer experience because I've never felt so much intensity when you're there by yourself and you've got 3 of the enemy team coming to just fucking rape your skull. And you take them all out and it's just amazing. But what I like about The Last of Us is the brutality of it.
Yeah.
That's what's nice about it. You just dive on someone, start punching them in the face, and just like shank them in the face, and it's beautiful. I don't have a problem.
Not at all.
But it is disappointing to see that it won't get any more single player. But like you say, that's gonna be for future releases of the game.
And that. More Naughty Dog news for The Last of Us. Not considering The Last of Us 2 would be a disservice to ourselves and fans, says Naughty Dog. The Last of Us developer Naughty Dog is not done with the series just yet. They're looking into making more Last of Us soon after they release the remastered PS4 version. And it sounds like they were looking into doing like a sandbox kind of open world scenario. I think I'd be okay with it with more stories from the world of The Last of Us, but with the same characters, I'm not so sure because they wrapped the game up pretty nicely at the end of the game. I'm not sure what more they could do with it.
Yeah, and I mean they could do like the aftermath, like after The Last of Us, and you just control a random nobody. Where you'll run into Joel and Ellie out in the world, take missions and things like that. But
You don't need another DayZ.
Well, that's the problem. If like you're gonna get people saying it's copying DayZ, it's just another sandbox game. And how could they get an unbelievably gripping story when they've put so much time and resources into the world itself, making it seamless, like GTA 5, like that big open world. With
believable.
Yeah, like to make.
You can immerse yourself in the terminals.
Yeah, because that's a problem with all these sandbox things like Skyrim. Story for that's bullshit.
Hey, don't you dare scare him.
No, the story is bullshit.
Yeah.
The
So,
world.
excuse me.
The world is amazing. The story is absolute dog shit.
Story is fantastic.
I think
Big
you're going to
scary.
get ended if you continue that train of thought.
Big scary dragon, punch it in the face.
Yep.
That's what you do to dragons, dude. You gotta shoot those fuckers who's boss.
Fucking arrow to the knee, damn it.
Oh, really?
And
Yes.
then
Yes.
Really?
the Oblivion was.
I used to be
Going
a skeptic like you, Chris,
I'm not a skeptic.
until I took a Skyrim to the PC.
I've got Skyrim on the PC. I've got it modded up to the nines. It looks absolutely fantastic. That still don't change the story being bullshit.
You can change it. There's a little mod from Nexus called I Am Not the Dragonborn, which just makes you a normal civilian.
But then do you see
Whoa.
do you see the Dragonborn character running around doing his quest? Can you follow him?
Very badass, you just take him out.
Well, if you can't see that, I'm not interested.
And then there's the survival mods you can get for it as well. Like, what's it called? Frostfall or something? What?
But I don't know. But personally, I think it's hard to do a sandbox game with a massive world and have an engrossing story at the same time.
It's the problem with that philosophy on gaming is you're placing far too much onus on the player to do that. And while I'm not at all saying that players are not capable of going into a world that you've provided and carving out their own story, but the thing is, it needs to be incentivized. Otherwise, you go to wander this place and be like, "What the fuck am I doing here? There's a fucking tree. Go away." And it's
I mean, there's only one game that's done that for me, and that's Morrowind.
Oh yeah.
oh, you elitist.
Yeah,
Shut
does
your
Morrowind.
fucking face.
I loved Morrowind. I absolutely adored.
I bought it
But-
again with the anthology.
Yeah, but
It-
my only problem is the folk around it. It's like, oh, it's all been dumbed down since Morrowind. Get off your fucking high horse and listen up, dude, please.
Why even?
Yeah,
What's that mod called? For
Is it?
Morrowind?
Is it? Oh,
Begins with N.
Skywind.
Skywind. It's
Skywind.
running off. Is that running off the Skyrim engine for Morrowind? Isn't it?
Yeah, something like that. I still need to install Morrowind and try that. But it's just, I'm not one of those people that'll go, Elder Scrolls has been shit since Morrowind, because it is still entertaining. I still enjoy the Elder Scrolls series.
Oblivion was a bit tedious.
Oblivion
Right.
was tedious. Go and take down a big red gate and then stab somebody in another world.
The problem
That-
with Oblivion was
All
it
the
was
fucking
generic.
gates.
No, it was,
It was
generic
repetitive?
as hell. Because if in Morrowind there's a book, the Imperial Guide to the Empire or something like that, and the Imperial City was described as a strange, ethereal place with moth priests walking around with braziers. There were dragons above everything, and then when you get into it, it's like generic medieval European, and it was so dull.
Yeah, he just look at people and they've all got the time crisis faces. They move the heads, but they don't move the mouths.
And it's the same. The same voices. It's like 3 different voice actors or something ridiculous.
Yeah.
For the entire game. I'm Oriel Septim. No, I'm Oriel Septim. Which one is it? Is that guard over there, or is it that guard pissing on a tramp? But yeah, in terms of a sandbox game for Last of Us, I don't know. It's gonna be something I'll have to experience personally. What's next, Joe?
What's next, Joe? Another game that actually piqued my interest. Time Spinner is going
Buying it, day one, want it now.
now released next year for the 3DS.
No.
2D Metroidvania style game, and it looks pretty awesome. And
Yes, it does.
it does.
It's day
It's
one.
day one.
Metroidvania game. I'll play it. I'll love it.
Play it.
Day
And
one.
it apparently well succeeded its $50,000 goal, and is possibly coming to PC, PS4, and Vita, as well as the 3DS.
I shall be buying the Vita and the 3DS versions and possibly PS4, but most likely PS4 will be cross-buy version with Vita.
It just the graphics look pretty awesome. The time travel aspect is always pretty cool, especially in games like this.
It just reminds me, like, graphically, it reminds me of Circle of the Moon, the first Castlevania on Game Boy Advance.
Yeah, it does kind of look like that. Especially
Which
this
is
one
not a bad
screenshot
thing.
right here. No, it's not.
But yeah, highly looking forward to it. Anything Castlevania style related, I'm on that shit straight away. That's my view on it. I'm on it. What about you?
Expansive
What about you, Brian? You've been talking too much in this podcast.
Yeah, Brian.
No, I'll be getting it. Looks pretty good.
Get off Dark Souls now.
On Dark Souls.
Don't fucking lie to me.
Don't make us check your Raptor again.
You'd know if I was on Dark Souls.
I wouldn't actually. I'm on my laptop. I don't have Steam on my laptop.
It sucks to be.
Says at its heart, the game is like a SNES or PS1 age classic with a rich story of kind of like Star Ocean and expansive exploration of Castlevania and the gameplay of Mega Man X.
That's some
Mm.
sticky
Spoo-
keys.
Luge.
Just straight up
yeah, it-
splooge everywhere.
From the trailer and from the screenshot, I can't wait for it. I was kind of disappointed disappointed that I found out that it was releasing next year. I was like, I want this now.
That's it. When I saw the story, I was just like, for about 20 minutes.
I want to see that taped now.
Well, hold on. Hold on.
Where's the E-key? Hold that for 5 minutes.
Speaking of really cool 2D era 8-bit games, Shovel Knight.
Yeah.
And why it hasn't been released on the Wii U and 3DS in the UK and Australia or Japan yet, because it is still in the process of being localized and rated by other areas. What's so funny about Shovel Knight?
No, we're not laughing at Shovel Knight.
Well, you just typed it out.
Only wanted it typing out though.
You see, if you don't use that as the background for the new image of this podcast, I will be sorely disappointed.
In an 8-bit font. Do it.
Of course.
Oh god. So far the game is being rated in Europe, and I don't see how that's taking so long to release over there. It is available, however, on Steam and PC around the world.
Oh, how about that?
In Japan and Australia, it's still being developed.
See, I don't understand how it can still be developed in Australia because they use the English language.
Major game
12
development.
times.
It's not according to the timeline here. It's still in the major game development stage.
Yeah.
In both there and Japan. I can understand Japan, like you said, because it is going to be using different. That's basically just text, because that's all they need to do, because there is no voice acting, and it's not like you're going to need to change the music.
Yeah, I mean, like the graphical style of Shovel Knight, to do that in Japanese text will be quite hard, because I mean, like with all the games like NES games, all the Japanese versions of games, they used hiragana and katakana due to the NES's memory limitation on the cartridge.
Yeah.
So it couldn't.
Oh, would you look at
use...
that? Brian already owns this game.
Yeah, Brian's
It's on my Steam library.
Because it is available on like I said, on Steam
He's
everywhere.
stalking you.
And I
Play
know
checking how long I played freaking Dark Souls for.
It is.
I know, Chris, you're been off playing this until you can get it on the Wii U.
Yeah, I mean,
But...
to be honest, I do want to get it on Steam, but the other thing that's stopping me grabbing it is just my backlog.
Yeah.
Quite simply, I don't. I've got a ton of other games to play, and if I did buy it, I'd play it for 20 minutes, and then I wouldn't get round to it for another 2 years.
No. This game is pure jizz again, okay? It really is. You would play 20 minutes of it and not want to put it down.
Not gonna go up there again, is it? There we go.
And it's. I mean, I don't. I'm saying that with the best intentions, because I've done that with a lot of games, like I say new games that I bought. I'll have a look at them for 20-30 minutes, probably even an hour, and then I'll go back to something else, which, well, I'll get round to in games we've been playing later. Shut up, Brian. Before you say anything.
I ain't saying shit, I know what you're talking about.
Before you do, fucking ass face.
Gunfight at the PWB
User in your
corral
channel
here.
timed out.
Oh wow.
That's hilarious. How did Joe... I mean, I ain't editing this podcast, this is hilarious. Joe has just timed out on TeamSpeak, everybody.
That's it. You've upset
That's
me. You
it.
should have
I'm
played Shovel Knight.
upset.
The
It's your
tangents were
fault.
just too damn high for him.
Hey, I wasn't causing the tangent today, so it ain't my fault.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, there he is. He's back. I'll
It's
drag him.
TeamSpeak. It's TeamSpeak's fault.
User was moved to your channel.
Welcome back.
Yay!
That
Hello.
was fucking shit right in the middle of talking, and just like it crashed, and then I tried to connect and
Next topic, Joe.
next topic. Well, I still say you jizz all over Shovel Knight and not play anything else, but
I would when I get round to it.
Oh, shut up.
Best out when you need to repaper the walls.
Oh,
Uncharted movie finally starts filming next year with a release date. I think it was like sometime in 2016.
oh god.
Oh, I don't know what to.
I'm really not keen on movie adaptations of games.
Yeah, because Tomb Raider went down so well.
What do you mean? It was
Well,
amazing.
Fan service.
It's just gonna be
Side
Tomb Raider with a
boob!
dude. Yeah.
I just. It's just no. There is. I said this before on another on somebody else's status who's recently gone through the Hitman games and he was watching the Hitman movie, saying it was the best.
I think
The
that was
best
Dave,
video.
actually.
Here,
no.
Timothy Oliphant played Hitman perfectly.
No, he didn't. He's too
Yes, he
fucking
did.
baby-faced for it.
Shut up, you.
He looks too much like a knight. Timothy Oliphant's a hitman. Fuck off.
He's perfect.
What?
Would you have Bruce Willis? Would you?
No, I wouldn't. I certainly wouldn't have some baby-faced fuck like Timothy Oliphant.
But
Or
since
Vin
when has there
Diesel?
ever really been
Ha, no.
Vin Diesel? Oh, God.
Or
Don't know
When
what
has
you're
there
talking
ever
Dr.
been a
Dwayne
good...
Johnson?
No, they should have hired me. I'd have fucking. I'd be a great 47. I'd be
Oh my
short, but
God.
I'd be fucking great.
But when has there been a good movie adaptation of a video game?
There's only been one, and it was a fucking horrible movie, but it was one that's most accurate to the source, which was Postal.
I don't know.
The Postal movie by Uwe Boll was offensive.
Is that not the
Uwe
dude that
Boll's
punches his
fucking
critics?
retarded.
That's the one.
You just complain about my movie.
Come on, watch. You know, Alone in the Dark or Blood Rain, and like, what the fuck?
Oh my
movie?
god,
Start
Alone in
making
the Dark
sense.
was fucking horrible.
God,
Yeah.
watch Alone in the
Biscuits
Dark.
later.
Have you seen Far Cry? God, that
was
film's fucking
painful
horrible.
as well.
All these films are
These movies
horrible.
don't exist. Judge, stop it.
Yeah, reverse that. Constantine was a good game.
Yeah, but we're talking about the movie.
Yeah. I mean, that Postal was the only one that was accurate to its material. You saw a child get blown in half by a shotgun.
Can I just point out that Postal was shit? So it's not hard to polish what's shit and make it shit.
But that's what I'm saying, that it was the only good video game movie because it was accurate to its source.
I don't know. The last 5 minutes of the Doom film were alright. You know, when it was from
First person.
Yeah.
That's all anybody remembers.
See,
Super
there you go.
Mario
Film.
Brothers.
Oh, yeah.
no.
What's his name? Hoskins?
The Mario Brothers movie.
Dude, the Mario
Fuck
movie
that
was
movie.
fantastic.
No,
You can
yeah,
just
fucking
feel
terrible.
the hate.
It's horribly inaccurate, but it's a very good guilty pleasure movie.
Yep.
It really is.
That's the 90s in a film right there.
I suppose in terms of video
Monkey.
game movie, one for me personally, and that's because I'm a huge fan of the series anyway, so I'm quite biased towards it, is the Silent Hill films.
The first one
no.
was okay-ish.
Right, okay. As a
Okay-ish.
huge Silent Hill fan, right, here was my problem. Right, and it's got to fucking kill everyone, right? Of all the films Sean Bean survives in, he fucking survives Silent Hill.
Well, of course he did.
And he survived in the TV series Sharp as well.
Oh
So-
god. But right, this guy, the hitchhiker, he gets caught between two lorries and crushed.
The Hitcher
The hitcher, that's what it is, hitchhiker. Same fucking thing. He's slang
remake.
for one.
That was alright.
Uh,
He didn't
He's-
get put between the two trucks. He was the one that got shot to shit.
but shot to shit. He died. That's the point.
Yeah.
That's my point. He died, and God knows how many other films. This man's career is his face when he dies in some strangely extravagant fashion.
Both
Another
men.
movie
How
he
he
didn't
died.
die in. There's another movie he didn't die in, and that's National Treasure.
Yeah, it's Silent Hill. Of all the fucking
movies.
things,
It didn't die when Saturday comes.
oh god, why would you not die in Silent Hill? This is the town which takes your deepest, most twisted fears and delusions and sends them out after you. And what does he do? He does fuck all. He survives.
He's just sort of down to survive.
Maybe that's his most twisted delusion and fears.
Maybe-
Actually
oh, aye.
living.
Actually,
But, you know,
that's a good theory.
Is the fuck you to
actually.
Sean Bean right now?
Write that down.
But Zeit is right. You know, Sean Bean dies in much 99% of all TV shows or movies he's ever been in. So
He's good at dying. I'll give him that.
Getting crushed by a satellite.
he died in the first season of Game of Thrones. You know. What was that movie he played as some sort of knight that was trying to go about during the Black Plague or something? He gets ripped in half.
The Black Death or something.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
Black
terrible.
Death or something, and he ends up being infected by the plague and then ripped into 4 pieces. I was like,
Legend.
oh my god.
Is that not the one where he was infected? He had it all along. He was covering it up.
Well, that's it.
Yeah, probably.
Oh god, I've googled for a moment and then it just came up with a chart of his deaths, and it's quite entertaining.
Oh, you've got the. Oh, put that in the chat right now.
Yep. Throw it up.
Mm.
Wait. He's been shot in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9 films. Motherfucker, he's good at getting shot, isn't he?
He was beheaded.
Oh
Frozen
my-
while naked. That's a good one.
Shot in the head and bayoneted. He's self-inflicted. Stabbed with a fucking rapier. He's been impaled on a boat anchor. He's been drowned in a mire. He got chased off a fucking cliff by a herd of cows. This
Wow.
guy is just not doing that fucking well.
I mean, yeah, and he died in Lord of the Rings by arrows, by...
And how many
Fucking-
films has he been a traitor in?
Quite a few.
I think
Yeah, quite a
nearly
few.
fucking all of them.
Do you want to know what the most annoying thing was when he died in Game of Thrones? Like, in comparison to every other method of death he has encountered, it was rather dull.
It was the most tame.
You've just lost your head. Oh, really? I was expecting something. Could you not have been ran off a cliff by cows, stabbing yourself with a rapier while a fucking flaming satellite is falling on you while you've been beheaded?
So...
And I
This is
think the most inventive one is the island shot through the neck with a grappling hook and hung.
Yeah.
That's fucking beautiful.
So, yeah, I mean, he has a lot of creative deaths, but this is way off topic.
Yeah, how the hell did we get here?
It is way off topic, but apparently the film is being of Uncharted is being directed by Seth Gordon, who helmed Horrible Bosses and the King of Kong.
I'm
Which
sorry,
is
I completely
totally
misheard the
random.
King of Kong.
And so sources suggest that they may get Nathan. God damn, you're just jizzing all over everything.
If you need a
today,
porn
Chris.
parody, the King of Kong, give me a shout.
King of Kong Rule 34.
The King of Dong.
There's something. The Triple X parody. But according to sources, according to this article, they suggest that Nathan Fillion from Firefly and Castle could be playing as Nathan Drake.
I would approve of that wholeheartedly.
Yeah, I can see him as Drake.
Hmm.
Only
Oh,
just,
what about
though,
Sean
only
Bean?
just. He'd die in it. And just before he died, go.
If that's not the name of the podcast, I'm leaving.
Okay, more major motion picture news from Naughty Dog. It was announced at San Diego Comic-Con there's going to be a Last of Us movie based around the first game.
Yeah,
And I'm thinking,
didn't they come out with Bruce Campbell's going to be Joel and what's the girl who plays Arya? Macy Williams
Yeah,
is going to
is
be
possibly
Ellie.
going to be Ellie.
If he
I
doesn't
like
say
those choices.
groovy at least once in that film, yeah.
Yeah, then the
It's
film's
Ellie.
just complete bust.
No. Can't see that.
But
Bruce Campbell seems to have a lot on his plate recently.
I'm thinking if they get the right actors and the right director and they stay true to the story of the game without taking any liberties, it'll be a decent
Good luck.
movie.
Just,
Yeah,
just as
as I
long
said.
as
Can't
if
you
Michael
point
Bay
out,
gets
right?
on it, it'll just
I
be
mean,
explosions everywhere.
Why mess with something? Yeah, explosions. Oh God, Michael Bay. Exploding zombies!
Oh shit, son! It's a giraffe that blows up.
It didn't make any sense for the plot, but it was awesome!
I'm just picturing that giraffe scene there, Last of Us, and you just see in the background a little fucking mushroom.
Ellie
like,
goes up to it as it leans down to a thing. She strokes its head, and suddenly its body just goes. Joel is dead.
But I mean, why take a game that has a real good narrative, deep story like this and just fuck it up? You know, you just follow that and you'll have a good movie.
Yeah, you will.
You won't. It needs explosions, tits, and
Oh, you can
lens
get
flare.
tits, and you can get tits easily. Just throw a sex scene between Joel and Trish.
It needs
end.
lens flare. That's the most important
Well,
thing
then
in
you need to
any
get J.J.
movie.
Abrams. Then you get
Fucking-
J.J. Abrams in there because he'll do lens flares all over the damn place like he did in the first Star Trek.
Oh my god. Oh guys, we need to make this stylish. Quick, tilt the camera slightly to the left.
Lens
there we go. Lens flare.
Lens flares and explosions make everything better. In fact, that should just
Well,
be a fucking movie.
that's the whole combo
Lens
for
flares
Star
and
Wars Episode
explosions.
7 is going to be Michael Bay and J.J. Abrams, lens flare and explosions, man.
Fucking Ellie,
Who's-
stay down. There's a clicker over there, and the clicker notices. What the fuck? Lens flare. There we go.
What noise that clickers make though? Is they going to be clicking or are they going to be?
Just gonna record the sounds of some Cherry MX Reds. That's exactly what they're gonna do.
No, they got to get 4 folk and like 4 hipsters in a Starbucks, and they'll just go.
I'm sorry. I'm just gonna keep Control V in this. Like it's...
Oh god, talking of films that have got a deep storyline that have been made into a movie. Space Invaders.
Yeah.
Oh, well, gripping.
Space Invaders. Warner Brothers teams up the film rights
Oh,
to Space
fuck
Invaders.
I'm done. Fuck this.
Just
Taylor's
fucking quit
1978
live.
arcade legend will be signing on for veteran sci-fi horror producer Akivit Goldsman, Paranormal Activity, I Am Legend, Lone Survivor to produce the adaptation.
So it's gonna be bollocks.
The fuck? I mean, like we were discussing before the cat.
We don't need
Battleship.
a fucking found footage Space Invaders. I'm sorry. Get the fuck out.
We don't need.
No,
it's like, they're
it's-
moving. Get out of the bunker.
You've probably got more chance of making a film out of fucking EDF.
Hey, no, they have a movie like that. It's called Starship Troopers.
Oh god.
Yeah, that's true. Just I don't pay attention to any of the sequels or the TV show.
You know what was bullshit about that movie? Denise Richards didn't get naked.
Yeah,
That
that's what's
bitch not
bullshit.
get naked. That's a problem right there.
So, oh, did anybody play the Starship Troopers game on PC? The good
Nope.
one.
Oh wait, I think
No.
I might
The
have.
good
I've
one.
heard
You
it.
mean there was more than one?
There was.
Hang on, did I have that?
I'm sure there were 2 different versions. There was one that was shit, and then there was one where it was based around a glorified horde mode
Ah, there was 2.
where you have to defend the bases, and it was hard as balls, but it was fun as hell.
Hard
hell-
balls.
who the hell
If your
made
balls
it?
are hard, please get that checked out by a medical professional.
Turn your head and cough, please.
Right.
Yeah, it's just there's no reason there for them to make a movie of Space Invaders. It's just gonna
Is
be
that not
as
just
bad.
like, how can it be? It's Space
Battleship.
Invaders.
Oh my god.
It's not. It's got, what Independence Day? That was Space Invaders. Technically.
Basically, what it was.
Any
Get Will,
alien invasion movie?
get Will
Welcome to
Smith
Earth.
shouting.
Hope you have airbags.
I reckon that might work, you know. If it's just like you go into the cinema and you sit down, right, and it just looks like a game of Space Invaders in an arcade cabinet, but then everybody realizes that they've got no arcade sticks, and this fucking row of aliens is just going one level lower each time, and then folk leave like post-traumatic stress disorder
For 90 minutes.
I couldn't shoot the aliens.
But that's an interesting concept, going into the cinema to play a game. Like imagine if every seat, right, had a button,
like a
a left and right and shoot, and the actions depend on the majority of commands made by the viewers.
Oh God! So
That
you're
would
gonna
be
be having
entertaining.
you're gonna have you know Twitch plays Pokemon, but with an arcade game
Yeah.
in a cinema.
That'd
Right.
be a fucking good idea.
There would only be one problem with that, right? And that would be fucking backseat gamers. Like, it'd start up the top corner and you'd see him run through the fucking like, here, did you press left? You'd be like, why didn't you press left? And just
There would be a very strict screening process.
get out.
I'd just be there and I'd be like, right, we need to go this way. I'd be like, no, we're going the other way.
But are
Like,
you
go left, no.
That's an RPG gamer thing, right? They're like, you're stood there. That's like at the start of Mass Effect. That's what you do. You get given this huge fucking thing, and as soon as you get control returned to you, you get told, go right. I wonder what's over to the left here.
That's to be honest, I think anybody does that plays games. It's like, right, go forward and go to that cover. No, I'll turn around and see what's behind me first.
Oh, there's a bit of scenery.
Yes,
You get
indeed.
shot in the back of the head, but oh, it look cool.
Oh god, what's next?
The next one's quite
What's
sad.
Yes, the next one is quite sad. Studio Ghibli maybe quit making feature films because
Ghibli.
Yeah, boy.
Ghibli,
Ghibli, not
well,
Ghibli.
I don't fucking care. But Miyazaki retired from the studio.
How many times?
So
then?
fuck knows. But this supposedly is permanent this time, and after
He'll be back.
after their last movie that's coming out this year, they're supposedly possibly shutting down.
I hope not.
Yeah, they better release a fucking Blu-ray Spirited Away first.
Hey, my neighbor Totoro needs a fucking HD remake.
Has it not got one?
I don't know, but I want it. So I can sit there in my onesie like a sad ass and be like,
But like I said, it might quit. That don't mean they are. It's
But
I don't know. I think it's going to be one of those things. It's if they do like stop, it will
If
be
we-
massively sad.
That's
It
a
will
hell
be
of a
massively
loss.
sad. If we don't get more games that they help the art style on, like Nino Kuni, I'm gonna be fucking pissed.
Yeah, they need to do that more.
Because Nino Kuni was amazing.
Yeah, it definitely were. And graphically, well, it's just obviously because of Studio Ghibli. It's amazing graphically. You just can't go wrong. But the films as well, like they are some of the finest anime I have ever watched.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
And no
Oh, yeah.
one can argue that. If anybody tries arguing that, they have no cognitive thought, probably like Dragon Ball Z and Evangelion.
Oh, dude, I remember the first time I watched Spirited Away. It was a long time ago now, but it was fantastic.
That's fucking.
bad.
Remember it was on
Ball
TV not so
fucking
long ago?
shite.
I mean,
But Evangelion's fucking toss.
Akira, man.
Akira
Hey.
was the shit.
I gotta say, the first time I ever watched a Ghibli movie was Kiki's Delivery Service, and it was on TV, and I didn't even realize it was
I think
One of
most
their-
people's first Ghibli movies is either Spirited Away or Kiki's Delivery Service, because that seems to be on TV in the UK quite a lot.
I don't
Yeah.
know. Hell's Moving Castle was mine.
Yeah, that's
Good
a good one. Hell's Moving Castle. My first one was My Neighbor Totoro.
Oh yeah. Good
I gotta
choice.
say though, one of my favorites though is Princess Mononoke.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's out.
Grave
One-
of the Fireflies is pretty good too, but depressing.
Oh, don't that film. As soon as you
Depressing.
said Grave of the Fireflies, I just got goosebumps. And it's just it's such a oh god, that film. I'm gonna watch it and be depressed.
You want to have a good cry? Grave of the Fireflies. Go on, get weeping.
Oh, that film makes anybody cry tears. I don't care how hard you think you are or how cold you think you are. Anybody who watches that film, they will be in bits.
What's height got to do with the ability to cry at a film out of curiosity? Because you just went how tough you are or how tall you are.
I didn't say tall, motherfucker.
See if that tall fucker up there starts crying. It's not crying, it's fucking rain.
But yeah, fucking no, Ghibli need to carry on forever. Definitely. They're just so fucking good.
Yes.
I will fucking cry at this next one though. What's next, Joe?
Archie to launch Sonic Boom comic series to tie in with TV show and games. I gotta say I was a fan of the old Sonic comics because they were just pretty cool, and you know the only cartoon series that actually followed them was close enough was Sonic. It was just called Sonic the Hedgehog, but people kept calling it Sonic Satam because it's like Sonic Saturday Morning or something because it always aired on Saturday mornings. This I take issue with everything pretty much. The bandage. Okay, why the fuck do they need bandages? Why the fuck does he need a scarf? Why the fuck does Knuckles look like he's been taking steroids for the last 3 years?
Hey, I've already said the bandages
he wasn't taking
for
steroids.
self-harm.
He was just eating well.
He was just eating well. Well, he is the stupid strong one now. Duh. 2 + 2 = fried chicken.
It does.
What do you mean? You're acting like that's the wrong answer. Of course it's the right answer.
Did anyone see that? There was like a fan-made Sonic cartoon.
No.
It was a weird sort of live-action Sonic.
Oh god.
So, speaking of that, we talked about in the last podcast, Sonic live-action movie.
Was that might have been it actually?
Did I not see that in the Cringe channel?
I put that up on Terror-Byte and I was rather disappointed.
It's just fucking...
It was like a 45-minute thing.
Personally, in terms of Sonic, they need to leave him alone for a good while.
Knuckle Smash!
Right, my problem with it is it's another franchise that's been forced into the world of comics. And it really doesn't need to belong there at all. It does not... Not everything needs a comic adaptation. I mean, look at Dead to Rights. That game was fucking terrible. They made a comic of it, and it was even fucking worse.
Oh my god. But... No, you know, and there's still ongoing Sonic comics from what they, from the 90s and whatnot, and they really don't need to be doing another offshoot. And
there's not really much of a story to Sonic. To be fair, there's not a whole lot they can do with it.
Yeah.
Just leave the little blue fucker alone.
And honestly, that's part of the problem with some of the newer Sonic games. They're trying to give it stories, and
I gave up when I went 3D.
The best new Sonic game, well, I don't know if you can call it new anymore, probably not, was Sonic Colors.
Yeah. This is the time their Sonic team decided not to fuck up.
Yeah,
fucking
that was the only like new-ish Sonic game that wasn't shit.
Sonic Generations was okay.
Like, what's wrong with 3?
The whole point of Sonic is to be quick, right? So how the fuck do you make a comic quick?
That's lines.
Well, how the heck do you make
make it 2 or 3 cells per issue? That's a quick comic.
How do you make an RPG quick? I've never played the game, but wasn't there like that Sonic RPG on DS? I mean, how the hell did they pull that off?
It was just a series of levels with a fucking talent tree forced in. That's all it was.
Is that all it was? I never played it. I kept meaning to play it, and I just never did.
Yeah. Hey guys, we want to make this dark and edgy with RPG elements. What do you want to do? Don't change the game. Just put in talent trees. Oh, okay. That'll sell.
Yep, pretty much.
Wow.
Fucking hell.
Fucking hell is right.
Tangents.
I think it's terrible that you lot are going on these tangents.
I wonder why.
Dude, that's what we are.
Tangents.
Dude, the
you
team
go.
speakers is lighting up here.
Next, Square Enix to cast shutdown spell on Final Fantasy Type O fan translation.
You
fucking
Square Enix,
idiots.
Stop being.
And didn't they actually give this translation their scene not too long before they actually themselves were going to be releasing it in the States and the UK? I mean, why then, after you've given them this blessing, that you're going to just shut them down? Oh, well, I guess people liked it, so we should release it, and fuck you, even though we said it's okay.
Because they've realised that Final Fantasy is going on far too fucking long and they need to stop making the fucking game.
They need to
Final
realise what the
Fantasy
definition.
VII,
What's the
Final
definition of the word
Fantasy
final?
Fuck.
Like, no more. Fuck all after that. But they don't seem to fucking understand. Guys, I mean, we've all played Deus Ex Human Revolution and we can see Square Enix's end joke there with fucking the poster in Pritchard's office. Final Fantasy 23. If it fucking comes to that, I'm selling any console I've got.
But I mean, and honestly, they're also doing on iOS. They're doing another Final Fantasy VII spinoff based on the
Fuck's sake.
Based on the G-Bike minigame. When you leave Shinra and you're protecting the truck on the bike, slashing everything with his giant Buster Sword. They're making a fucking game based on that.
Yeah, I remember that announced at E3.
Yeah, we don't need any more Final fucking Fantasy games. They need to
Here.
stop.
I'd like a remake of 9.
I mean, this with Type 0, with Square issuing the cease and desist to Skyblade Cloud and his team.
What was that other thing Square Enix were dicks about? There was supposed to be like a live action or something being made.
Oh, that were it. There were a fan movie being made
For 7?
for Final Fantasy VII, and the trailer looked absolutely
Didn't it?
phenomenal.
Yeah, that was fantastic, and they just said nope. Sorry.
Yeah, and I hate that they did that because it's just like
Good.
look at how popular Street Fighter Assassin's Fist were.
Yeah.
That
If it doesn't have Van Damme in it, it's not a Street Fighter movie.
For me, it was Tuesday.
Eric Bison.
But this with
Course.
Square
Of
issuing the
course,
cease
of
and desist
course.
letter, it's ridiculous because I have been playing Type 0 myself, and it is a fantastic Final Fantasy. It's just forget that it's Final Fantasy, just an RPG in general. It's fantastic.
Now, if only Square Enix would issue those cease and desists to their fucking developers of Final Fantasy, I'd be happy.
Behave yourself.
Check yourself.
But I think it's a bit of a dick move from Square.
It really is.
But fair enough, they're gonna issue a cease and desist to the team that did the translation. All the way they're gonna get rid of the patch is to cease and desist the internet. It ain't gonna happen.
Nope, it's right there. It's never coming back.
It's out there, but honestly, this is their announcing it. Don't you think it's kind of it's a big dick move, especially since they could just take this translation from them themselves and just slap it into their game. And
Is that another conspiracy you're raising? I'm sorry,
Yes!
I don't have my tinfoil hat.
Well, here's it. On a side note, we could sort of sell Terror-Byte branded tinfoil hats.
Oh my god, yes.
TBG tinfoil.
Do it.
Yep.
TBGTF, motherfuckers! Stop aliens rubbing your brain waves from 5 bajillion light years, and that's
Because fuck the
promise.
NSA.
Yeah. They only want a hug, but they like to watch.
And if you hear a noise, don't worry about it.
What's that beeping red light in the corner? Oh, it's nothing, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Get back to what I was doing.
That would be Mr.
Right on
Sanderson
cue.
and his hidden IP cams. Right.
The last two stories pretty much go hand in hand. Microsoft Studios is shutting down Xbox Entertainment Studios, but the Halo TV shows are unaffected. And this comes as a part of them laying off over 18,000 jobs in the next year. It's pretty.
That's a
That is
lot
pretty.
of dudes.
It's pretty
That
shitty
is
because
pretty
a lot
shit.
of because
Big
people
time.
aren't going to. A lot of people aren't going to know, and whether they're going to be part of the people losing their jobs or not, up until pretty much closer to it happens, and it's going to be over the next year. And the next first start of these layoffs aren't happening for 6 months, and it's including over half of the Nokia phone business they bought. And it's not just taking place within Microsoft, like the higher up people. It's going to be affecting people who assemble the damn phones in the factories and whatnot. It's affecting people at factory level, and that is real bullshit.
I don't mind it. They released Windows 8.1 on the mobile, so no, fine. They've done their job. I'm happy.
But I mean, this
Microsoft. That's all you can say.
okay. So the programs that aren't being axed from Xbox Entertainment Studios are the Halo, Nightfall, and the Halo TV series, and then the Atari Dig documentary project. Those three things are surviving this shutdown.
That's where they're going to be making their money.
Well,
Yeah.
That's still a dick move from them.
It's still I mean, and this is well above the layoffs they did a couple years ago. That was only like around 5,000 jobs.
Yeah.
They're cutting 18,000 jobs, and
It's not like they need to save money.
yeah. So
I think
most
this
of
is
the
also
positions, have been taken out of Nokia, saving them supposedly $7 billion, and that 1,250 of these jobs are coming out of Nokia.
I think another important thing to note as well is Microsoft are also going for they're making a big push for their unified platform.
1,500. I'm sorry.
Which just
big number.
Seems to be, it's a huge number, but it also seems to coincide almost alarmingly with the announcement that Microsoft will be a unified platform, that it'll be one thing for everything.
And it means they can consolidate all their
which was what they were
departments.
trying to push with the Xbox One initially anyway. One unified thing for your living room.
Yeah. But do you get to play those games that you bought in the 360 on your Xbox One? Do you?
Fuck no.
Don't be stupid. You have to connect your 360 to your Xbox One and experience 2 to 3 seconds of lag through the input.
Yes!
Someone really enjoys lag. GG, dude. Someone has to do it. I think what really bugs me is, I will admit, this is me veering off on a tangent right now.
Incoming.
The games that you purchase, like, you can't get back again. Like, last year I completely migrated away from Xbox. I can't take the games that I've got on Xbox Arcade and play them on the PC through Xbox Games for Windows.
No, which is bullshit.
Which is bullshit, yes.
Is that still a thing, that Microsoft Games for Windows thing?
It is still a thing. It is still there.
Yeah, I read a thing. I read an article basically saying they've changed their minds and they're not going to get rid of Games for Windows now.
It's so bad.
But, and there's another thing that goes into the same gear with that. Once they stop supporting 360, those games you bought can't be played without an Xbox Live connection. Those games, those DLC, they're gone. You can't access them.
Which is just straight up bullshit. But what's really annoying, like Zeit said, like he can't carry over those XBLA titles to the Games for Windows platform, is the fact that the Games for Windows platform was cross-platform with the 360. You could voice chat with somebody on the 360 from the PC.
You were meant to be able to, however, it didn't work as well as it suggested.
No,
in fact, all you could really do is actually send text messages.
I mean, when I used to play Shadowrun, I played the PC version after I had a bad experience with 360, and I just sold everything 360. And I got the PC version of Shadowrun, and my friend still played it on 360, and we used to do the one-on-one chat. You couldn't do party chat because Games for Windows wasn't updated to accept it. But the fact that you could, if it worked, you could do the voice chat, and also you had the cross-platform play. Lost Planet and Shadowrun were the older games.
Yeah.
Blaze Blue, that supported cross-platform play as well. But it really excited me when they announced cross-platform play with games for Windows Live and Xbox Live, and it just pissed up the wall.
Yeah.
And it's just really fucking frustrating when they do things like this. And it's just because you get a few people saying, "Oh no, PC players have an advantage." No, they don't. To be honest, anybody who's competent on a controller can match a PC user. You just got to up that fucking sensitivity.
There's folk who have spent a lot of money on the Xbox Live Arcade, and I am not like saying that when you spent money on something you expect it to last forever, because I mean discs break, they wear.
Hard drives fail. But the fact that you could have spent hundreds of pounds, and as soon as you've migrated to another platform, that goes. Your money has effectively been wasted because you can no longer access the content you have purchased the licenses for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is not cool. Microsoft, you're dicks.
Yep.
To be honest, every single company that deals with any sort of digital content, which is fucking everybody.
But then you can complain again that most games that have DLC, that it already comes on the original installation, you just need to purchase a license, they can be classified as the same level of dicks.
That is because that is something that is already in the game being separated off for profit.
Yeah.
Right? Rome 2 was bad for that because if you were a pre-order special, you got the Greek states, which were already part of the core fucking game. No matter... Don't let any fucker say, "Oh, they've really spent time in programming this and blah blah blah." No, they fucking haven't. It was there from fucking day one. All it was just was locked off because you hadn't spent an extra fucking £5 to pre-order it. It's a bastardized process that has been allowed to run rampant in the games industry and is fucking disgusting.
Go on, Zeit.
Yeah, big time.
Like, it is... Yeah, no, everything has been done for profit as opposed to actual development of the industry.
Yeah.
Zeit Unleashed.
Roar! Fear me!
Why is that not a show on Terror-Byte Gaming YouTube? Zeit Unleashed.
That needs to happen.
There we go, it's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's got.
You hear that, Zeit?
Yeah, I've got no fucking choice.
I have spoken.
I'll sit there, stare at the camera, rant and rage for 5 minutes, and then just as soon as I run out of steam, I'll be like, "Yeah, so there you go."
just finish it off with.
It's alright. I can rip that from this recording.
Oh, there you go.
That's going to be my new message to him. Did you ever see that? There was a video of Morrowind, and it was every sound replaced with the guy from Home Improvements. The grunt.
Yeah,
Melon.
So I may have to go in and modify some game files.
Oh god, do it with Skyrim. Nostalgia.
Will you backstab somebody?
Or just have the dragons make that noise when they're flying about.
Nah, I think Chris's idea is better because you're stabbing in the back. You think surprise butt sex.
Surprise! And again, saying that, nothing beats fucking the dragons in Skyrim being changed to Thomas the Tank Engine.
What wrestler did they change it to?
Randy Savage.
Randy Savage.
Oh yeah!
Macho Man, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, that veered off.
It did. I blame you, Steve.
I'm blaming Brian.
Brian.
Brian's fault.
Get off Dark Souls, Brian.
Oh, look, Brian liked my comment.
I think Brian's asleep.
Pixels Out Borders Facebook page.
Brian!
No.
I saw him light up. Is
Is
it
there
there?
anything? What are you on about?
Yeah, there is.
Here, Chris, go on to Facebook there.
Go on to Facebook now. Oh god, what's this knobhead done?
But
I could do this all down day.
You need to spam that into TBG as well.
fun times.
Like constantly, but just comment on it constantly all night.
I see somebody liked it, and they have absolutely no idea of the context.
Yeah, who is the Dave McKellisker?
I have no idea.
And he's one of your friends.
Is he? I also
Yeah.
do that, but I buy some games off him that time.
The offense, is he?
Yeah.
He's one of his friends who goes.
If you put that into like some sort of converter and it came up as something. There you go. There's a free game key for you all. I copy that into Steam. See what happens.
Oh God, honestly. Well, that's it for topics in a Joe. What?
That's it for topics. Now we didn't ask for any questions, so it's moving on.
No, because we're fucking useless.
Yes, we are. It's not even when we do. We hardly ever get anybody asking any of them.
It's because they're all assholes.
They are all assholes. Assholes. We're moving into what we've been playing recently. So what have you been playing recently, Chris?
I've just got the itch again for Final Fantasy 14.
Oh, God's sake.
Clogs!
Shut your face.
Final Fantasy. No.
I've changed it up from a white mage to a tank class. I've never played tank in my life, and it was obvious to everybody that I play with, but nobody shouted at me yet, so that's a good thing. I've also been playing Final Fantasy Type 0, which is a fantastic RPG, I've got to say, and I felt quite depressed after the second chapter, because after you do the mission that you are assigned to invade a town, because the story of it is Class 0, which is the characters that you control, there's up to 18 of them, are this elite class that can use skills, weapons and all this sort of shit better than everybody else, and they are the like go-to people for jobs. And the end of the second chapter, this isn't a spoiler, it just comes up that each factions that were involved in this war, like how many were dead. Personally, I was just like, shit, that's so depressing. That's
You
being
killed
a
all
joke.
those people. It's your fault, and you've ruined so many lives. Well played.
That's it. I was like, oh, it's fucking horrible. But yeah, fantastic game. I've just carried on playing Watch Dogs on PS4, enjoying that. Can't go wrong with it, to be honest. I'm really enjoying it. What else? I've started Residence of Fate on the PS3, which is a I suppose you can say the battle system is like a John Woo style action film, diving all over with really over the top gunplay.
Like that game Wet, was it?
Yeah, because I'm going to say kind of like wet.
Yeah, like for the style of it, like, you know, diving about, guns twisting all over, doing backflips and all that sort of shit. That's basically the battle system. It's really nice to look at, but quite complicated as well. It's got a bit of depth to it. It's not just a case of shoot everything in the face.
Everything needs to be shot in the face, so you're not doing it wrong.
Yeah, and while shooting, you just need to brace yourself by standing there, unleash.
It's amazing you can get that exactly the same each time.
That's quite beautiful, actually.
Best message tone ever.
What else have I been playing? Oh, I've been playing Hatsune Miku on Vita.
Oh god.
That game is just... it's sadistic. There is actually a track called Sadistic Music Show, I think it is. And the difficulty of it is horrendous. I fucking love it. But yeah, that's about all I've been playing. What about you, Joe? Go, Joe!
Got to get tough. Cool Joe. G.I. Joe. Real Mercury. Okay, sorry.
Oh
Tried. God bless the boy who tried.
I've been
That's
playing
you,
Super...
Zeit.
mean shit.
God damn it. Joe, what have you been playing?
I've been playing Super Mario Sunshine, and I do enjoy the game, like I said before, but it's pushing me right off. So I haven't played it too much recently. Playing Super Mario RPG still. I have never actually finished the game, so I'm playing my Super Nintendo copy. I bought Lego Marvel Superheroes, but I bought the Vita version,
Nice.
which is actually not as good as the console version. You can't even fucking jump. But it's on sale for $6, so what I paid for $6 is actually quite enjoyable. If I'd paid like $40-$50, I'd been pissed as fuck. That and Shovel Knight is basically all I've been playing, except for a few matches of Call of Duty when Don Raiden keeps bugging. He's like, "Play God with me and Blake."
Does he actually say it like that?
No.
Oh,
disappoints.
I'm disappointed in that now.
But that's all I've been playing. What about you, Bri?
I'm playing out. Don't know what you're talking about.
You lying
Fucking-
bastard.
Dark Souls.
Playing Dark Souls 2 right now.
I'm playing Dark Souls 2 right now. I'm playing
You
Final Fantasy
fucking were.
14.
You
Yeah,
were
it's-
before the podcast, bastard.
No, I wasn't.
That Dark
So
Souls
my Raptor
bastard.
lied.
I was passed out.
Dark Souls 2 booted itself up.
Well, maybe he fell asleep on the keyboard.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, we played Dark Souls 2. I've been helping a friend out on it as well. Played the DLC, which is pretty good.
That's suggesting that gamers have friends.
And Final Fantasy 14, and that's pretty much it, to be honest.
You are like, how are you enjoying Final Fantasy 14, Brian? You've just started playing it. Am I right?
Yeah, I've just started playing it.
Right.
Don't,
No, it's
don't,
not
Bad,
like-
worse than you, Chris.
don't you say shit, Zeit.
Hey, right, everyone knows how much I despise Final Fantasy, so I can't reiterate it because other folk do it for me, so I'm going to be lazy at this endeavour.
Motherfucker.
You already
Oh,
blazed
yeah.
it earlier, so.
Final Fantasy, more like Final Shittasy.
Wow.
Oh, that creativity.
That was so amazing.
It's too
I
late
fell
at
over.
night for thinking.
Oh,
We'll,
motherfucker.
we'll give you time to think of another one.
What you've been playing, Odin?
Me, at the minute we're doing a playthrough of the Black Mesa source mod on PC.
Yay.
I'm actually enjoying it, yeah, because I put the sweet FX on it.
Yeah, which
So it's
it
looking
looks
pretty
nice.
good, yeah. I'm also playing the Mighty Quest for Epic Loot.
Oh, that game's it's hype. I like it.
I don't know what to think. I don't know.
I thought it was shit.
You would.
Fucking
It is
Dark
shit.
Souls. Of course you would.
Hey, I think once you can't
What was
play
it?
it, don't
What was
hate
that? What was that game, Brian? Something about dinosaur ninja sex porn or something like that. What the fuck
That
was that
Oh.
game?
sounded the sex mod.
It was some sort of fucking. What was it called?
The robot pornography thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's drunken robot pornography.
What?
It's
Yeah,
a
there's a
3D
game.
bullet hell shooter, essentially.
There is
Yep.
someone who actually knows what it is.
Right. Well, what else?
First person 3D bullet hell shooter.
I actually bought a Stronghold HD off Steam.
Yeah, I bought that as well.
Quite refreshing because I haven't played that game since Windows 98.
Back in the
And-
day.
I've been playing a bit of Skyrim, as usual.
Yes.
Enjoyed it, really. And To the Moon as well, Steam.
Diamond.
Cheers, Brian.
You're welcome.
Finally got it working.
Budget.
No, I had to disable it or add it to the DEP list.
That's a bit shit.
Yeah, it's alright, it works.
Mm-hmm.
So what have you been playing, Zeit?
I've been kicking back with PlayStation 2 games recently. I've been sitting playing Primal. Because, fuck it, it needs
Did
to
you
be
just say
played.
fucking primal?
Hell yeah.
You fucking little retard.
Oh, suck a dick. It's outcapped by 16 volt and it's got that reject of a Xeno Warrior Princess. Fucking right.
That game's fucking disgusting. It's horrible.
Like, fucking. I am sold in it only for the guy who voices Scree. Right, right, when he does the most menial things, like he successfully climbs a ledge, he's like, ha ha! And he's really fucking well into it. I've also went and started playing Fahrenheit again, because I'm going to go on a fucking David Cage binge. And
I enjoyed Fahrenheit. That was awesome.
And a friend of mine's got Omicron, the Nomad Soul, and he's like, you know what, here you go, you can have a go at this. And he's not going to get it back for months while I play it all the time.
I did play it, but I never finished it back in the day, Omicron.
I would highly recommend it.
I played it on the Dreamcast, but I think at the time that my brother, he got a copied version of the game, and I think it was a beta because there were loads of things wrong with it, like clipping issues and things like that.
That was the original game, to be honest.
Oh, that's fair enough then.
Yeah, but it's worth it though, because David Bowie does the soundtrack and appears as a character.
Yeah, isn't he like the Buzz. AI guy in it?
He plays Buzz, who is he's a revolutionary, I think it was described as, and he also plays as the lead singer of a music group.
As long as he does go around playing with shiny metal balls, we're good.
It sounds like a repressed fantasy of yours.
Yes, maybe it is.
Shiny metal balls.
Ever since I saw Labyrinth, I just
I think I know what she's been pressed in.
Yeah.
Nice, it's on good old games. I might have to get it on PC.
Yeah.
See, Cody's getting involved in this conversation.
Yeah. I don't think he understands.
Well, I've been.
What else have you been playing?
I've been playing a lot of Eve as well recently. Yeah, space. Deal with it. I just fly around and kill stuff.
Eve.
Yeah, fuck Eve.
I'm a boring person, IRL, right?
You're not playing Wolf Among Us or something?
Yes, I completed that and fanboyed the fuck out of that. Took the huff with Bill Willingham, because right at the end it says, you now completed it. Want to continue the story? Buy the comics. And I'm like, I used to fucking have them all. Don't remind me. Played the new episode of Walking Dead. Holy shit, is all I can say.
I need to start that fucking series.
You need to fucking play it.
I need to play past episode 2 because season 2 episode 1 just.
Did you not enjoy sewing up your own arm?
No, that had nothing to do with it. I had a lot of issues where there was
issues.
Yes.
I had a lot of issues
with tissues.
I'm sorry, right? This is a story game, and it is not one of your 18-rated films, mate.
Well, that depends. No, kidding. No, I had a lot of issues with the sticks when I was trying to, when you're trying to move real fast and go this one direction to get away from the zombies or whatever. It would not respond unless I was slamming real hard on it, and it was a brand new controller. I was like, it wasn't being responsive, and it was being very, very.
It doesn't seem well optimized for consoles.
It was laggy, and I died several times because of it, and I kept hearing the same line over again, and
it's not well optimized for consoles, which is why you should play it in PC.
Glorious.
But yeah, no, I played it on Xbox. Sorry.
Here's Zeit. We should get some controllers and try and give Metal Slug 3 another go.
Is that actually being patched now?
No.
It is still fucking ball-achingly hard, and if I can find my controller, I'll give that shit a go.
I wouldn't work. I couldn't get Metal Slug for some reason.
Metal Slugs is meant to be hard, but apparently it was just
the Steam version is a load of balls.
Yeah, apparently the Steam version is just absolutely horrible, like riddled with bugs and shit, like crash bugs.
Yeah, it was buggy.
If that was in an arcade, right, that would.
It would have my foot thread.
I've already spent 30 fucking quid and I'm not past the first stage.
Could you get that working on a banana pie?
You could.
Right, there we go. That's my project sorted for the week.
Been playing anything else, Zeit?
Besides the usual, been mucking about in Payday,
That's
robbing banks.
Riveting stuff.
It's great. Just go in and rob banks and
Shoot
Play-
people.
playing League of Legends if that's anything exciting.
Nope.
Yeah.
Besides,
Fucking
It should be
League.
banned.
it should be banned. It's horrible. The community is horrible. Although another bit of unrelated news, but it's all still news that you can force it at the end. Their new they trialed a new system.
Yeah,
Which
is that
is-
actually working?
I know someone who got the 14-day ban shoved up their arse for being racist, so it works. Like the whole thing is, they trialed it for 1 day on each server. If you were racist, intentionally flaming or offensive to your teammates, intentionally feeding or trolling in the game, and the system picked up on it, you were instantly banned for 14 days. If you were a repeat offender beforehand,
Ban
there was
hammer.
a risk of you getting a permaban shoved up your jacksie.
But you know, when you're saying like a player purposely feeding the other team,
Mhm.
how can the system detect if someone's purposely feeding themselves?
What I read about it, what the system will do, it'll check the frequency of which you've died, use the in-game data to that situation to sort of compare it to models as if to say, right, have you been feeding? It'll also check your items because folk who feed will usually buy silly item sets like 6 vampire acceptors or something like that.
Oh,
it
right.
just-
So
It
So-
takes in a lot of factors to do that.
it's like, so let's say somebody who buys the correct items and things like that, but they just really shit at the game, they wouldn't get banned.
They wouldn't get picked up.
Oh, that's quite clever.
That is quite clever. I've not seen anyone intentionally I've not seen anyone play badly and be banned, or I've not heard of it. But so touch wood, that isn't what happens.
Yeah. Well, that's fair enough. I mean, if they can police the game like that, and
America.
fucking hell, Jesus Christ. I mean, it's a good thing that a company's taking it into their own hands, really, to say, right, we're sick of the community being dicks.
It had to be done because the League community is renowned for being toxic.
Well,
It
of course
is
it is. That's
vile.
why I will not play the game. I refuse to play it.
See, I have that I enjoy playing it with friends, and it's hard to get friends to join the game because they've immediately heard of how bad folk are. And to be fair, I've had my fair share of messages left to me. I've been told that I'm cancerous, of all things. They just don't care. It's horrible.
Yeah, some of the things that they say. I mean, like I've said before in a previous podcast, I went into a game. All I said was hi, and somebody told me to go and die.
Yeah, it's that bad. That's not an exaggeration.
I was just like, what the fuck? I'm saying hi.
Fuck you too
It's
then.
just the state of the internet these days.
Is there a screen and keyboard? If yes, rage. If not, go on.
I just thought to myself, fucking hell, no wonder why people fucking think everybody who plays League's a dickhead. Because
they are.
generally, they're right.
It's just. I'm glad that they're going to.
Is it something that's going to be enforced, like,
I
permanently?
hope they do permanently enforce it because it is required. And it is such a good idea, but unfortunately that news has sort of been smothered by the new cinematic, which sucks, by the way.
I saw loads of people praising it. I haven't looked at it myself personally.
They were gushing over it. It looks like something that was out of fucking Dragon Ball Z to start with. And come on, as a League player, Ari and Leona bottom lane does not fucking exist. They are missing key characters, and one of them, the plant lady, Zyra, looks like she was made out of fucking plasticine.
Calm down, Zeit.
Fucking plasticine. If I wanted to watch something move around being what looked like it was made out of plasticine, I'd go and watch fucking Chicken Run.
Good movie, actually.
That is a good film.
Or Wallace and Gromit.
Also good. Or Morph.
Yeah.
Oh, they're bringing Morph back.
Yep.
Oh, hallelujah.
Oh god, let's wrap this podcast up. Now, you guys have been on before, but pimp Terror-Byte Gaming again.
Yeah.
Where can we find you? Where can we listen to you? Where can we even look at your beautiful faces?
Well, we're on Facebook, as you all know. We've got the website, terrorbytegaming.co.uk. We're on YouTube as well. I don't remember the user handle. I think it's just Terrorbyte UK.
I think it's just Terror-Byte Gaming, and I'm sure, like, if you ever
Terrorbyte
want to play,
Gaming UK.
yeah, if you ever want to play a game, we'll actually drop us a message. We're usually nice
we'll
and
be up
friendly,
for it. We've got a couple of servers set up as well for PC gamers.
and a Minecraft server as well.
And the Minecraft server, yeah.
We got a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it's good.
And
Well-
obviously, as you mentioned earlier, you got the new playthrough of Black Mesa on your YouTube channel.
Yep, part 3 went up yesterday, and they've got up to part 6 rendered.
Cool.
We also have a review of an AOC monitor coming up as well.
Yep, that'll be up. I'll put it up tomorrow. Zeit's little review. That looks quite good. 27-inch monitor. Very nice.
Fucking monster.
It is fucking huge, man. Got some more product reviews coming up as well from Tesoro.
Yep.
More PC gaming peripherals.
We'll
Yeah.
also have a look at a Banana Pie as well.
Banana Pie.
We've got quite a lot like coming.
Nice, nice.
So we
Well,
sit in your ass all day. So.
Yeah.
well, I look forward to seeing it, and so should everybody else listening to this podcast. All 4.5 of you.
Well, if you don't mind, I'll put this up on our channel as well with the usual.
Yeah,
links.
yep.
Yeah.
Put it up. I'll be uploading it to usualplacearchive.org, so you'll be able to just download it from there anyway and place it on your own.
Yes.
Yeah, it's always good if we re-listen and have a giggle.
Oh, definitely.
Enjoy
But yeah,
That was
so
ridiculous.
thank you guys so much for being on the podcast again. That's been
No problem.
episode 18. Thanks for listening.
Bye bye, people. Brian, you need to stop talking too much.
I know, I can't help it.
Bye bye, people.